Hi guys, we just wanted to touch base and put together a quick video in regards to our Hellbent filly out of a mare called Mead. This filly's been trained by Annabelle Neesham, and one that we're particularly excited about and can't wait to see her get going. First of all, she's by the stallion that's really on the rise in Hellbent, a son of the all-conquering I'm Invincible, who stands at Yarraman Stud. He's only early days in his career, but he's made a huge impact already. He's got 2-year-olds and 3-year-olds on the track, so effectively only about 1.5 crops worth of his progeny racing, but he's done an almighty job so far, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has, and it's no surprise. Having those genetics of I'm Invincible, it's certainly in there, is helping produce some terrific racehorses already, as you say, so early in his started career. So he's had horses such as Miss Hellfire, our own horse, who's stakes placed as a 2-year-old. Also Christilli, which Annabelle Neesham coincidentally also trains, who won the Group 2 Percy Sykes Stakes in the autumn, just a second career start. Also you have Magic Time, who's a very impressive horse, I think.
Yeah, really talented.
Having raced 4 times for 3 wins, including at stakes level, and the other time finished third after racing 3 wide in the James Carr Stakes and facing a breeze. So terrific horse. You've also got a horse such as Benedetta, who's had 4 wins from the 6 starts and another couple of placings. So what they're showing is that they're winners and very high class winners as well. And I think one thing that you'll find that's a common thread between all of those horses that I've just listed is that they're fillies. There certainly seems to be a bias in the horses that he's producing, and that is to the filly side rather than the colt side. So we're thrilled to get this filly into our stable.
Yeah, she's got great prospects ahead of her. And look, Hellbent himself, as I mentioned earlier, it's only early days, but he's already produced about a dozen stakes class horses, which is pretty phenomenal at this early stage. So he's a stallion on the rise, and I'm sure we'll see his service fee keep climbing over the years to come. Then we move on to Mead, which is the broodmare, or the dam, I should say, of this filly by Galileo, and superbly bred. But the big benefit we have here is we've seen what her progeny are doing on the track. She's a proven broodmare.
Yeah, she is, and that's so important because it takes some of that risk element out of it, the equation. To show that she's been able to produce winner after winner already. I think there's 7 winners, in fact, that she's produced on the racetrack.
Yep.
And of that, 3 of them have been stakes performers. So she's got a terrific record as a broodmare. She's a proven producer, as you say. And the actual physical type that we've got in this filly suggests that this could be the next one as well.
Yeah, and I should say those 7 winners, they're all produced and shown that they're capable of, at stakes class, as you say, but also metropolitan class as well. That's where they've been running around, and obviously that's where we aim our horses at as well. We always want that metropolitan class horses who might step up to stakes class.
Yeah, and the 2-year-old out of this mare as well is a recent stakes performer in Brave Mead. So there's potential there for even further upgrades. Yeah,
he's an exciting horse, so we'll be keeping an eye out for him in the spring. And it is a very strong family, sort of a lot of depth to it as well, right through the 2nd and 3rd dam as well. And we've got horses like Oaks winners, Guineas winners, Size Produce, Stakes winners, and Gimcrack winners. So the full range from the sprinters right through to, I guess you call the classic distance. But this filly herself, I guess, looking at her pedigree, but also physically as a type, I'd suggest a real sprinter miler.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's right. She is a strong, imposing, very athletic individual. And as I say, she's got the genetics and the filly side. I think it all marries up well.
Yeah, I think so. And look, certainly she's qualified for the very rich Magic Millions race series, which is on every year of her career, which is important to say. And she'll certainly be given that opportunity to be aimed up there and at the earlier sprints. And she's one that'll train on, I'm sure, as a 3- and 4-year-old as well. So plenty of fun ahead with her. Now, I guess the question is, why this filly? Why did we go after this filly at the Magic Million sale?
Yeah, well, I guess there's a couple of things. Obviously, first, the physical.
Yep.
She presents like an elite athlete to us. She moves very well. She's got that scope to really get there early, but train on as well. So there'll be no limitation to her in that respect. Also, obviously, the genetics that we've touched on, and also the residual value, which is always very important when you're purchasing a filly, is to look at what sort of leverage you've got at the end of the racing career when you go to sell that as a potential broodmare prospect.
Yeah, it's a massive bonus, that residual value. And look, when we sum up this filly, I just think she's a no-brainer. I really do. The residual value there really protects the money that you put into it to start with. As an example or a comparable sale, we're having a look at the recent Magic Millions broodmare sale up there on the Gold Coast only, I don't know what it was, 3-4 weeks ago now. And there was another Hellbent filly that went through there called Adamant. And she's a very similar profile to this filly when looking at her pedigree page. And she's a half to a couple of stakes horses, whereas our filly's a half to 3 stakes horses. And this filly, she was a winner at Casterton Country Grade Victoria, trained by Kieran Maher and David Eustace, but went through the ring and sold for $110,000. So I just think that shows the sort of underwriting, you may call it, with the value of this filly. And then, there's a lot of blue sky there. If we can get the sort of results that we're after, Metropolitan grade, or if we can get stakes results with this filly, well, she'll be worth a pretty sum. And we've been very fortunate with our fillies in the past, and selling them off the track, and we've had some great results at the broodmare sales, haven't we, after their racing career?
Yeah, we have. I mean, the list is quite extensive, with Peggy Jean selling for $1 million, Missile Mantra $950,000, Reelman Ruby $950,000, Moss Trip, the horse over his shoulder, $900,000 sale. So yeah, there's a lot of residual to be made if you can pick the right sort of fillies, and we think we've got that in this one here.
Now the shares in this filly, I should let you know, they start from $4,747 for 2.5% share, and goes up to just a tick under $9,500 for the 5%, and $18,990 for 10% shareholding. So look, we really want to invite you guys to get involved. We think she's exceptional value. Residual value prospects are outstanding. And I think she's a lovely physical that I think we'll have a lot of fun with on the track with Annabelle Neesham and the team. And if you want to get involved, please contact us, make contact with us here in the office or via the website, where there's some further information as well, and we'd love to discuss her with you and get you involved. I think we'll have a lot of fun with her.